All right, Gav, I think you're gonna enjoy answering this question. What is the best bit for a horse that is stiff through the neck and lacking the lateral movement, but also has a very sensitive mouth?
Well, you will never find the correct bit until you learn to ride.
Right.
That's my number one thought when I hear that question. Because why is the horse too sensitive in the bit? Because it's stiff, because you're having to drag it around. So that's a schooling question, not a bitting question.
Right.
And you have to, again, perhaps we'll get that schooling series to you as the bonus as soon as we can. But the most important thing is to get the horse to respond gently. So you can use a snaffle, and a 3-jointed one preferably. If the horse is tongue sensitive, use a mouthpiece that takes away that sensitivity. But you've got to get a horse to back up. Now, how do you teach it to back up? Because everybody touches, the horse goes up and they let go. So what are they teaching it?
Rewarding it for
doing the wrong thing. So I want to keep holding, and if it sticks its nose in there, I will put a draw rein between its legs to keep the head here. But I will keep that tension until the horse just thinks about going back, and I immediately release it. Then I hold until it shifts backwards and I release. And you will find that within 2 minutes, the horse will maybe fight you and go like this, and it will drop its head, and you keep the pressure, and it takes half a step backwards, give away. Now you'll feel that sensitivity start.
Okay.
So that's now teaching it to actually give to bit pressure, not to hold on to it.
All right.
It's the same with the stiffen the neck. There I would get off the horse, because there's a very nice video in the series coming where a horse has got a real pressure point just in front of the shoulder. And if you put your fingers in there and touch and hold, as the horse flexes because of the pressure here, you take away both pressures. So before you get on it and haul it around by the mouth, use what you've got. It's like me grabbing you here and you say, ooh, okay, that's what the horse is feeling.
Okay.
So you put your fingers in, you touch the bridle. When the horse gives, you give. And you lessen that pressure bit by bit until when you touch, the horse gives its head. Now when you get on, if the horse wants to walk round and round and round and round, don't release the pressure. Don't pull too hard, but keep it there until the horse relaxes, and then you give back immediately. So now, do you see that it's not the bitting problem? You don't know if the bit is too sensitive, while the horse is not responding appropriately in those ways. So once you've got all that happening, now you can go to your leg heels and things, where you're getting the horse actually now very nice and supple, moving off your leg, dropping to the pressure of the bit, and you give it back. You keep the shape, but you drop the pressure. So now, once it knows all of that, you can start to think, is this bit too strong or not? Okay. Until then, you haven't got a prayer.
Okay. So just to summarize that, you essentially saying that if you've got a horse that's stiff in the neck, and lacks the lateral movement,
any bit will be too strong for it.
Okay. So you need to actually teach it to be supple first.
Yes.
And teach it to be lateral.
Correct.
And then you can address the bit.
Yes.
Okay.
But go to a nice mild bit, 3-jointed bit, snaffle.
Okay.
To teach those things. Don't use a fixed bar. Don't use a nutcracker.
Okay.
Just use a gentle snaffle to be able to get it to do that, so that you can give back, to teach it to respond to pressure.
Okay.
Not to pain, to pressure.
Right. So thanks, Gav. That answers it for me. And now obviously we will be expanding on pretty much everything Gav was talking about there in the other bonus module. On the basic training and riding tips, that'll complement your bitting and just take you to the next level. So